Esfahan in Persian is known as Nesf Jahan, which means half the world. And the reason is in the 17th century, when Esfahan was turned into the capital of the new Safavid Empire, it was one of the biggest cities in the world with 500,000 population, hundreds of public bathhouses, gardens, palaces, some of the most beautiful mosques. And there is also another reason for that. Shah Abbas the Great loved to invite foreigners to his new capital. At one point, there were Europeans here, the French, the British, there were Armenians, Georgians, and also different religions used to live side by side peacefully in this city. The Armenians, the Zoroastrians, the Christians, the Jews, and Muslims, of course. Esfahan in the 17th century was a truly cosmopolitan city, and that is why it is known as Esfahan Nesf Jahan, half the world. Shah Abbas the Great ruled Persia at a pivotal time in history and politics. He succeeded in turning Persia into a world power with its own national identity. This sense of identity was partly down to ridding the country of invading forces and of bringing feuding internal factions under his control. But this national identity also stretched to religion. Persia's state religion had been changed from Sunni Islam to Shiism in the early 16th century. But it wasn't until Shah Abbas came to power 80 years later that the Shia identity was cemented in the Persian psyche. Since the time of Shah Abbas's reign, Shia ceremonies and festivals have been rooted in Persian culture. One of these festivals takes place just a short distance from Esfahan in a town called Mashhad Ardahal. Thousands of people flock here every year to perform a ceremony which has been ritual for hundreds of years. The beating of the sticks is to avenge the death of a Shia martyr, Sultan Ali. He was murdered in this town by his enemies centuries ago. Martyrdom defines Shiism. It is the symbol of fighting for justice, no matter the consequences. Martyrdom also indicates a sense of victimization, which may come from the fact that Persians feel alone amongst the Sunni-dominated Arab countries in the Middle East. This year, the turnout was huge. 200,000 pilgrims gathered in memory of Sultan Ali. A sacred carpet, symbolizing the very carpet that was used to wrap his body, is carried through the crowds, where they wash it in a special stream of water. The people here believe the water then becomes holy. And, as with many Iranian customs, the festival ends with a giant feast, where literally thousands are fed for free. But while Shia Islam was made the state religion, Shah Abbas allowed a small community of Christians to flourish in Esfahan. He forcibly moved a number of Armenians living near Persia's northern border down to Esfahan, attracted by their skills as merchants, craftsmen, and artists. He settled them away from the Muslim community in a part of the city known as the Julfa district. Their culture and religion was respected. So the Armenian community and its Christian traditions grew stronger and stronger under Shah Abbas's rule. The Armenians are a religious minority here with special rights to worship. There are about 200,000 Armenians living in Iran now, and they have 2 members of parliament. A few thousand of them still live in Esfahan today. They have 13 churches, but only a couple of them hold services now. Leon Minasyan is the director of the Armenian Museum in Jolfa. آقای میناسیان، این کلیسای وانک قدمتش چقدره؟
نزدیک به 400 ساله. موقعی که ایران با ترکیه در جنگ و جدال بود، شاه عباس ارامنه را از ارمنستان کوچ داد اینجا آورد. در همون موقع یک کلیسای کوچیک موقت ساختن. بعد از 50 سال اون را خرابش کردن، کلیسای فعلی را ساختن که 1655 میلادی شروع شده، ظرف 9 سال تا 64 تمام شده. نقاشی اینجا تمامش از تورات و انجیله. از اون بالا شروع میشه، خلقت و آدم و حوا را دور تا دور گنبد را نشون میده. بعد ابراهیم و موسی و اون قسمت ها هست. وقتی که ارامنه از ترکان اذیت میشدن، می اومدن اینجا از شاه عباس درخواست میکردن که دوباره بیا ارمنستان را بگی که ما زیر دست ایران باشیم. شاه عباس گفت یالا تمام شد، کوچ بدید ببرید. وقتی که اینجا اومدن چند سال بعدش بعضیا شبا فرار میکردن دوباره برمیگشتن.
بعد ولی کم کم علاقمند شدن.
بله دیگه، شاه عباس وقتی آورد با این که با شکنجه آورده بود اینجا، باشون خیلی خوب رفتار میکرد. شبا میرفت منزلشون، مینشست اونجا باشون صحبت میکرد. اینطور که شروع کردن به تجارت و دیگه اینقدر ثروت پیدا کردن که 10 کلیسا ساختن. تا 24 تا کلیسا داشته اینجا.
کم کم فهمیده ایران جای بدی هم نیست.
بله 24 تا کلیسا ساختن اینجا.
Sunday after church service is a good time to find some delicious pastries here. People from all over Esfahan flock to this pastry shop to buy these apparently low-calorie cakes. And after my excesses recently, I am relieved there may be a less fattening thing to nibble on. And apparently they have some curious qualities too.
اینا مثل چیز کیکه، یعنی مغزیش به طور کلی شکر نداره. آردست و روغنست و نمک، خیلی خوشمزه. با قهوه بیشتر میخورم. حالا بذارید حواسم باشه که دیگه بیش از این نخوریم. خیلی خوشمزه است. آب دندونه.
یه نون شیرینه به اصطلاح.
نون شیرینه مرتاش کم کالری.
کم کالری.
کم شکر، کم چربی.
فقط یه نون معمولی این یا یه خواص ویژه‌ای هم داره؟
اگر بچه‌های کوچیکای مسلمان که از یه چیزی ترسیده باشن و زبونشون گرفته باشه را از این نونا که مصرف میکنن زبونشون وا میشه. اینا از من نمیگم، خیلی از مسلمان‌ها از دور و بر اصفهان خیلی هم میان میگیرن.
یعنی حالت شفا دهنده داره؟
حالت خود به خدا
واقعیه فکر می‌کنی؟
بله، خیلی اتفاق افتاده. کم شیرین و خوشمزه است. بچه یواش یواش میگه من از همون میخوام. بگونش وا میشه.
یعنی اینقدر خوشمزه است بچه به حرف میاد. نه اینکه اون چیز به خصوصی داشته باشه. چون نون که نمیتونه شفا بده.
نه خوب اعتقاد داشته باشن میده.
اعتقاد داشته باشه.
اعتقادش مهمه.
کدومشو میتونم بخورم؟ میتونم بخورم؟ آره بخورم؟ کدوم بخورم؟ اینو بخورم؟ Really delicious. Soft, not very sweet. خیلی خوشمزه. شما میخواید بخورید؟ نه بخور، اینو خوبه. بخور.